This is one of our, I believe this is one of our for sale cars, but Stu's got it at the moment. What are you doing, Stu?
We make 30mm rear over fenders for the saloon, which seems to be one of the most asked for over fenders, so finally got a set made.
Cool. So yeah, at Driftland Drift Garage we're going to be doing fiberglass panels. It's one of the services that we're just about to launch. So we've got Stu, who's the fiberglass man. As you can see, he's been rubbing the car down. So we're using this car for the moulds. So stay tuned for more fiberglass parts from Driftland.
Meanwhile,
this week we've been putting a bit of hours in on the Jasons E21. This is an old 3 Series. People who are not familiar with BMWs, this is the 3 Series that came before the E30 model. The E30 is probably the most famous, mainstream BMW. This one actually came before it. These are quite rare, generally all over. Most people will be familiar with the 2002s. These are a similar style of car, kind of sharp nose front, pretty cool, classic. This car here is just going through what I would call a dry fit, so we're making the car roll, and it's just back from getting dipped and primered. As you can see, it's in this sort of flat beige primer. So we're just going ahead and getting the car rolling again, put the engine and box in, transmission, got the rear axle in, front cross member, all the suspension on. Quite heavily modified car. This car's actually been built for saloon racing, so not the normal thing you see. Obviously everything around here is for drifting. This is a saloon racer, so this is actually owned by a gentleman called Jason who now lives in Dubai. So this car won't be getting shipped off to Dubai once we finish the dry fit, and he's then going to complete the build over there. So yeah, really cool car. Start off front to back, I suppose. On the front there we've got roll centre correction and a widened track, a modified front cross member. We've got compression strut conversion on the front here as well. You can maybe just see that down there. So we've done away with the anti-roll bar, put compression struts on. We've got adjustable bottom control arms, so we can get a really nice alignment adjustment. Camera adjustable top mounts, gas coilovers. It's also going to have an anti-dive kit. Anyone who's familiar with Mark II Escorts and all that sort of thing, you know what that is. So that's an anti-dive kit from a Mark II Escort that we've adapted to suit this car. On the rear, it's actually running the E28 5 Series back axle, which has been narrowed and solid mounted to the chassis. So that allows you to run a larger diff, larger shafts, bigger brakes. E28 5 Series stuff is generally pretty strong, can take good power and good torque, quite similar to the E34 back axle, like what's on Jeep's car sitting over there. So yeah, E28 back axle, which means you can run the medium case diff, which is good because this S14 B23 engine that's sitting in there is running an Albrecht supercharger setup, which should do 400 plus, which in a car that's going to weigh, I don't know, 700-800 kilos, maybe something like that, should be good. So yeah, we just got all the cross members and subframes on, just got them back from powder coaters. We use wheel coating going office, thanks Damon. It's got a full stainless steel exhaust, we built that, manifold back. So it's a nice 2-to-1, 2.5 inch rear sections. Jason wanted to try and replicate the style of the Z3M rear exhaust system, so we've got twin back boxes on there, nice staggered tailpipes on the back as well. I think it really suits the car. I was a bit dubious about it, but once it was finished, it really does suit the car quite nicely. So yes, pretty much almost done. Today I'm just going to crack on with the rest of it. I've got a couple of changes to make, the suspension, some clearance to sort out and stuff. Then I'm going to go get some panels on the car. Yeah, that's about it, so we'll see how we get on. They see me rolling, they hate it. So, I think I've done everything that I need to do to make this run. So fingers crossed, just done a little bit of wiring on the O2 sensor there, so the ECU knows what fuel it's putting in. So fingers crossed, it should start, or I'm going to look a bit stupid. See what happens. the green S54 car. Fingers crossed. So we know it's running now, which is good. Running okay, a little bit rich, needs a bit of mapping, running well enough that we can move it around the shop. So I'm going to attempt to drive it. Hopefully the clutch and the brakes are working of some description. So wish me luck.
"12 seconds later."
So what's happened there is I've run out of fuel.
Eventually.
Look my seatbelt.
You don't fall out.
Nah, I can't fall out like all the way. You're alright. Just drove Frobers S54 E36. So the car only has a base map on it at the moment, so it's, you know, it's running fairly safe. It's actually running a little bit rich most of the time. I've been just working on the cold start to try and get it to run a little bit better. I'm actually just about to take this engine back out, but before I take it back out I needed to make sure that clutch, brakes, and just generally that it was driving right. Everything seems to be working. It feels really fast, but that's probably because there's no windscreen and I don't have any goggles on. So yeah, all good.
Behind the scenes.
Aye.
What's going on?
Just making sure my hair looks nice for the
doesn't.
camera. Does it look alright?
No.
Lego hair.
It's attached to the rest of your face.
The Lego man hair. Yeah, I'm alright for here up.
Well,
look, how's that?
That's not bad. There's no baldy spot or anything yet.
Nah, I've still got a full head of hair. Beautiful.
Fucking whip, mate.